Hey guys, Caleb here with Steve Meyer Service today to take a look at the Toro Power Max Heavy Duty 1232. Now this is Toro's two-stage snowblower that comes with a 12-horse engine and a 32-inch clearing width. So first off, let's take a look at how to start it. So right here is going to be your engine controls. So we have your primer, we got your key switch, your choke, this is your fuel shutoff, and your throttle. So in order to start it, we need to make sure that your key is pressed all the way in. It can be removed, but that is what shuts the unit down. So you want to make sure that's pressed all the way in. Then we got your primer right here. You prime that 3 times, and you just take your choke and swing it to the left to turn the choke on. You want to make sure that your shutoff valve is running side to side. That is when the fuel is on. Up and down would be the off position, but we want it side to side. Then right here's your throttle. The throttle does have a shutoff built into it, so when it's all the way to the left, it is actually in the off position, so we would not be able to start the machine. So in order to start it, I always like to make sure it's in the full throttle position. Then this model is equipped with the electric start. So right here is your electric start connection. You can take your standard 3-prong extension cord, press it directly into that opening, and then press your red button for no more than 5 seconds. If it does not start after those 5 seconds, let it cool for 5 more seconds. What we don't want to do is overheat that starter. Or if you're not near a power supply, you can pull on the recoil rope to get it started. Then once the machine is started, you want to remember to take that choke, take it to the right, and turn it off. Then here in the back, we're going to have your operator controls. So on the left hand side, we do have your wheel drive. Pull back on that, that's going to engage your wheel drive. Right here is going to be your quick stick, which is going to direct your snow throwing pattern or direction. So you push that blue button, that's going to allow you to go left and right or near and far. Now this model is equipped with the double bend feature, which when you look right here, you see that there's 2 hinge points. Now what's nice about that feature is when you push your handle all the way forwards like that, it really bends that deflector all the way down, so it can blow the snow really close to the ground if you don't want to get it on the house or on your car. But then when you open it all the way up, that's really going to let you throw it pretty far. So that's a real nice feature that comes on these Toros in the heavy duty models. We also have right here is going to be your toggle switch for your heated handles. So press that forwards, that's going to turn your heated grips on. Press it back, and that's going to shut it down. Right here is going to be your gear selector. You have 6 speeds forwards and 2 speeds in reverse. One thing you want to keep in mind is when you're selecting your gear, if you want to change gears, you want to make sure to let go of your wheel drive. So that way nothing is in a bind or whatnot. So if you want to go from gear 3 up to gear 5 or 6, you can do that no problem. Just make sure to let off that wheel drive, change your gears, and then you can re-engage. Then on your right hand side, we got your auger engage. So that's what's going to engage your auger. Now the nice thing about the grips here, when you have both your wheel drive and your auger and drive engaged at the same time, it's going to lock the auger and drive engagement handle in place. What that does is that frees up your right hand. That way you can direct your snow where it's going at the same time that the unit is going forwards and blowing the snow. So it's a real nice way to be efficient. Another thing that we'll jump back to the engine real quick and take a look at is you got your gas cap right here. So just unscrew that, get you access to your gas tank, and then easily screw it right back on. Then we got your oil dipstick. You can check your oil level with the dipstick to make sure that it's up to level and where it needs to be. One thing to keep in mind, this is a latch cap, so go ahead and make sure you latch it and then check your oil level to make sure we're getting the proper reading. Then at the front, we got your LED light. This is going to come on all the time when the snowblower is on. So during the day, no big deal, you won't need it, but it will be on. At night, it's automatically going to come on so you can see where you're going. As we get to the front here, we got your wide 32-inch housing. So right here is going to be your first stage. That's going to draw the snow in. Then you got your second stage back here in the housing, and that's going to throw the snow up. And that's going to be ran by this gearbox right here. So draw it in, throw it up, and that's what makes it a two-stage. You got the nice, heavy-duty, deep auger housing, really going to let you process a lot of snow. Then with this being a two-stage, it also does have the skid shoes here on the side. What's real nice about the skid shoes is we can lower those. So let's say you have a gravel driveway and you don't want to pick up the gravel obviously and throw it. You can lower those skid shoes down, and that's going to raise the snowblower, the cutting edge of it, so that you're not picking up those stones and throwing them. There's also an option for poly skid shoes. Let's say you got a nice concrete driveway or a nice paver driveway, and you don't want to scuff it up. There is an option for poly skid shoes. I will put the part number for those in the description below, so that if you want that as an option, you can get those. Another nice accessory, these two holes right here is for the drift cutters. Drift cutters are a metal piece about this long, and that they can be, put forwards like this, and what that's going to do is help cut those drifts, direct the snow into the auger housing, but they can also be retracted. If that's for transportation or storage, you can loosen the nuts and they can be retracted so they're not sticking out all the time. I will also put the part number for that in the description below. All right guys, that's the Toro Power Max Heavy Duty 1232. Thanks!